Hi, my name is Bethany Rice, and I'm the director of the Bakersfield College Archives. Here at the Archives, we keep the history of the college going all the way back to 1913, so over 100 years of history. In this room right here, we keep a lot of our paper records. So you'll see the boxes behind me. We've got over 700 just in this room with photos, correspondence, flyers, reports, anything you can need to look up the research and kind of look at the record of the college and how it's changed since 1913. Throughout campus, we have all sorts of memorabilia, trophies, athletic uniforms, anything you can think of, and that takes up rooms in CSS, the athletics buildings and gyms, and all sorts of other places, basically wherever we can get some room to keep all of this history. Today, I want to share with you a little bit of our Black History collection, which is one of our largest collections here in the archives, I'm proud to say. It is such a rich one, and I wanted to start by showing you the Raconteur. And this was a yearbook we had printed for over 50 years. It was an annual publication put on by the students. And what I'd love to show you is the evolution of the Black Student Union into the Martin Luther King Jr. Center. The Black Student Union started in 1968, and in December of that year, they published an open letter, wrote to administration with a request for more Black history courses. The administration was excited, hired Jesse Bradford that spring, along with Shalita Robinson, an art teacher. And right here in the following year's yearbook, 1970, he talks about how successful those courses were, how popular they were, and how the curriculum continued to grow after that. We've got a couple photos and how those classes were received as quite successful, and everyone was excited to have that information getting shared on campus. So you can review these yearbooks online on the Bakersfield College Archives website, or you can stop by anytime and flip through them yourselves. We love having students, faculty, community members, anyone who wants to come in. So this yearbook is from 1979 and highlights the year that the Martin Luther King Jr. Center had Maya Angelou come on campus, which was a really fun time. We have so many photos. It's the stories in the yearbook and the correspondence we have regarding that is just really exciting. And then right here, we've got Gibson Black. So this is our 1980 yearbook. So over the years, you can just see how the Black Student Union grew, how we developed the Martin Luther King Center, which I haven't even had the chance to touch on yet. But we've got so much information that's rich from that era. One of the things that we have right here in this office are our files on the Martin Luther King Center that operated here on campus for over 20 years. One of my favorite things that we have is actually the newsletter from that time. So this example here is from spring 1994. It's over 30 years old. But what makes it so great is we've got photos, we've got statements from the time, we've got events that this group was putting on, our scholarship winners that I'm sure went on to make huge impacts on people, their calendar on the back. And it just tells us so much about what the group was doing at that time, the people that were involved, and we're excited to have pieces like this. We'd love to see more of them. Some other items we have, this is actually a textbook written by faculty. So it's Black Politics After the Civil Rights Movement. Now, this was written by David Coven. He was a Black social studies professor here on campus, but he was also a nationally known author and professor at major universities after his time here at Bakersfield College. So this is a signed textbook by him. We also have a copy in the library that you're more than welcome to check out, and I highly recommend looking at his work. And then you all know Vicki Coffey. She's been absolutely wonderful today, I'm sure. She has donated several boxes of history to the Bakersfield College Archives. And truly, we are only able to keep this history because of donors like you. If you have any artifacts regarding BC history, the Black Student Union, Emoja, all of that, we would love to take them into our archives, even photos, if we could get digital copies, and they'd be here forevermore, so we could add to that record. So this is the last thing I want to share with you today. One of the albums you see here, we've got the 2001 event for the Black History Month that was put on by the Martin Luther King Jr. Center. So we've got the photos of the cultural event, we've got students coming on campus, which is incredible, And then right here on the next page, we go into a poetry event that was put on the next year, and that was in 2002. So just leafing through these pages, you can see the history and everyone who played a part in it, the different evolution of the Martin Luther King Jr. Center, along into, our African American Club in the 1990s and Emoja. So this is part of the stuff that I absolutely love. And I'm so happy that she shared it with us so we could share it with you today. Well, thank you so much for having us today. We love sharing the BC history with the entire community. And I just wanted to leave you with a quick thing. Here's our contact information. Here you can check out our social media where we're always posting fun historical facts and artifacts. You can also email me anytime. We'd love to have your donation and add it to our historical record. If that's just sending over, even copies of your digital photos, that's something we'd love to have. We don't even have to give up your original. We completely understand those are amazing memories for you too. So anything like that, especially faculty, as you start to clean out your drawers, then that's a really great piece. That's actually how we got one of our largest collections here at the archives. And I would also highly recommend checking out our newsletters and our historical highlights. We just posted an article called BC Black Consciousness that goes through the entire story of how we got the Martin Luther King Jr. Center started, along with our courses here on campus and a couple of the things we talked about here today. Now, Women's History Month is coming up next, and we will be talking about great women in BC history, and definitely want you to check that out too. And thank you so much. If you'd like to have us at your next event, check out our website for the event request form. We can do a table display of different artifacts. We can come and speak, anything you might need. And we look forward to seeing you here in the research room and out about on campus.